Okie dokie. I am finally back. I just haven't been in the mood to stream recently, even though I did want to finish this game. So I did do a little bit of research on the secret areas, which there wasn't really a whole lot to it, and I don't want to spend a whole lot of time searching manually through everything, so I'm just going to do the one thing I know of in the DLC area, and then finish the game. Because I'm just not keen on wasting a bunch more time. This game is good, but it's not that good. It's not like Elden Ring where I want to spend infinite amounts of time just exploring everything. Okay. So I do have a post pulled up on Reddit that tells what cell door, tells what the stained key goes to, so I need to go to the second Vestal of the map, which is not this one. It's at the research office, which I think is the one that's over that way. That's the only unfortunate part about there not being a whole lot of map detail. I don't remember where everything is. Because I know that the letter, I think, was in here. Where did I take fire damage from? That was strange. Pretty sure I already read that. But yeah, since I'm unfamiliar with the map, this might take a bit longer than I'd hoped. Okay, so the cell that I need to get into is going to be one of the ones in this building. This one. So I need the cell door key, which research office. Should be a gate to the guard room, which has the cell key. Also has a chest on it. Apparently I missed this item over here. Okay. Always blocked. Right, I never found a way to open that one. Mm-hmm. Might as well, I just have a bunch of them laying around. Okay, so yeah, I don't know where the lever for this place was. Because it's one that you have to use a lever for. I mean, I do remember seeing... excuse me. This going through here, but I guess maybe I just quit paying attention to it for some reason? I don't know. Oh, wow, I'm dumb. How did I not notice that before? Exceedingly obvious. Well, okay, not exceedingly obvious. It was fairly obvious, though. Whatever. So, how much do I... Twice as much as I have now. Ooh. Too bad that doesn't help me at all. I at least know it's not that way. Search office. This is the machinery quarter. Didn't actually press that twice, but okay. I thought the machinery quarter connected up to the research quarter, but maybe I was just being wrong. Okay, so see, this is the gardens. Right, not through here. That's annoying, but whatever. Uh-huh. Bad spooter. Okay, so this is near where the second vessel is, I think. There's only like 2, which is the crappy thing about this one. The heck? Okay, so this is the research office. So I need to jump through the window into the building. Oh, right. This was the area that I got to last time that I couldn't do anything in. I was just like, what's the point of this room? There was a single item. Okay, so maybe it's not this one. Stay on the ground floor and you'll see a gate that can be opened by the stained key. So, the second vessel is in the research. At the research office. Jump through the window into the building. A gargoyle automat, 2 arms, 1 peg leg, jumps around. Ground floor and you can see a gate. Okay, so the research office is ground floor around here somewhere. Okay, so I need to go back through the research office. Because I do remember there should be a Vestal somewhere around here. List items. I don't already have the key because it didn't work, so I did the stained key, so I guess I need to maneuver my way back through this building a bit. Go down to the ground floor area. Okay, so there's the second Vestal. Research office. Jump through the window into the building. There will be this gargoyle that I just need to stay on the ground floor and I'll see a gate that can be opened. It's not talking about this one. Oh, this door! Right. The problem is there were so many locked doors in this map that an ordinary looking key. Okay, so that's the key for the cell, which makes this fairly easy since I've already beaten most of the people I need to. Okay, are you any good? No, it doesn't look like it. What do you... Loot multiplier. Okay, so I need to go back and retrace my steps now to the beginning. Actually, there's a much easier way. I could just go to the, I could just go to the carriage and go back that way. But I'm not really very inclined to do so. Okay, so I would have to go back there. Ah, crap. That means I have to go run through this area, which is actually not too bad. But since I probably have plenty of them, yeah, we are gonna do it this way. Open sesame. Okay. Okay, that wasn't super amazing, impactful, or insightful or anything, but it was something, I guess. Can I get an upgrade? I can. Okay. Do elemental alchemy again, because I can't do power at all. So travel. I don't think the only place I can think of where there was a secret area left would be the place where the chapel, not the chapel, the graveyard for Mr. Flem was. But I think that I already went to that area. And that wasn't a secret area, it was a just area that exists. Okay, I'm just gonna check in with all these people, see what's up.
General,
Do you need help?
good and that. Citoyen Tyrannia. I've heard you're eager to.
It's true. You had to be completely. My dream is to found a female cavalry squad. The Fallon. I went.
You must have.
Oh, you the first, but it the inferior. As long
So it's.
as it and to show.
You. Oh,
You.
cher monsieur.
Yes. But I would know.
You.
This may end up being a bit shorter than I thought I was gonna be.
Can I help you? Hey,
I hope so.
I'm listening.
I found this on Citoyen Tyrannia's door.
Par tous les saints, Pierre Brissot was...
Why?
Who knows?
After two and
Has
Never mind, that's the thing that we were to talk to about.
This is the journal that the Comte de Cagliostro kept. It contains proof of all his crimes.
Mon Dieu. The man has quite simply lost his mind.
the folly that may ensnare the human soul. Here is a man whose avarice has plunged him headlong into the abyss.
His master's madness tightening its iron grip on him day after day, riddled with fear at his own ungodly experiments.
This, I'm sure, will fully satisfy the curiosity of the Holy Office.
Goodbye.
Okay, I didn't realize I hadn't reported back. Maybe I did.
Citoyen Raymond.
Can I help?
Good and. Citoyen B. Goodbye. Citoyen.
What can I do?
Just look at the extent of the Count's madness. This document describes how to make an object that is supposed to protect its user from the royal automats.
This is quite literally unbelievable. He claims that the soul of a dead person is imprisoned in it. None of this has any scientific basis.
And yet, I have seen this object fulfill its role perfectly, even though its effect was short-lived.
C'est impossible.
Impossible, you say? Come, my dear Antoine, we can't simply deny that which we cannot explain. When all this is over, I fear we will need to re-examine our certainties in the light of, well, everything.
Exactly.
Good.
No. You.
Citoyen Rob.
Madame,
Cagliostro kept this ledger where he wrote down some familiar names, including yours, Citoyen Brissot, and Citoyen Robespierre.
what does this mean?
These are the names of the men the tyrant deems to be his worst enemies. Those he decided to turn into machines.
Diable. So, my fate was sealed. I threw myself headlong into the lion's den.
But Aegis, how do you explain that my name appears on this list, even though I did not suffer the torment the king had planned for me?
I don't know, Citoyen Robespierre.
I'm not the only one, either. See for yourself. Monsieur de Mirabeau, the Marquis de Lafayette, Abbé Grégoire.
It's easy to explain, mes amis. You hold in your hands the proof that I was looking for.
What do you mean, mon père?
Monsieur de Robespierre, did Cagliostro come to see you in the past few days?
This brute did ask for an audience with me when I was in Versailles, but I refused to see him outright.
Good for you. I did the same when he asked to speak to me face to face. What about you, Monsieur Brissot?
Until today, I had never met the monster.
And I'd be willing to bet you don't remember a thing about it.
What?
Yep, his arms just broke there.
What are you saying, mon père? Have you lost your wits?
No, quite the contrary. I'm convinced that Cagliostro met each person whose souls he has bound to his machines.
Convinced? Your argument is a bit weak. Why not question his other victims here?
I have. And just as I thought, not one of them remembered having met him.
This makes no sense at all.
Wait just a moment, Maximilien. You'll soon understand. Using a number of ruses, Cagliostro recently spoke to each person whose name is on this list. When he met with his victims, he used an arcane science developed by Monsieur Mesmer, which he now seems to have mastered far better than his mentor. Suggestion.
What is it?
I wouldn't go so far as to call it black magic, but it is a way to weaken and shape a subject's mind in order to make them obey blindly, using only the power of the spoken word. After the victim's will is broken by means of some drug, you can make them do anything. Forget an event, for example, which explains your amnesia, Monsieur Brissot. Or follow the most heinous orders, such as murder. Do you understand now how the Count commands his death machines?
Yes. Cagliostro's power of suggestion made me his slave. My spirit animated the automat, but it would only obey that monster's voice.
Precisely, Monsieur Brissot. That's right.
The king turns his enemies into his pawns and forces them to serve his evil purposes.
Quite right, Aegis. Look at what's written next to the names. Bishop, Rook, Knight. If you add the King and Queen, then the pawns, which are the minor automats.
To the tyrants, this war is but a macabre game of chess.
Does he not know that he has already lost his queen? Without her, there's no hope of winning. Citoyen, we must work now to prepare the final blow that will ensure his defeat. Will you
Oui, madame. We lay at least positive.
Goodbye and death.
Okay, interesting. So that was some new dialogue we hadn't heard before.
Citoyen Mirabeau. Goodbye. Cher Monsieur.
Yes?
Oh, I have no idea how I managed that.
Can I help you? I'm listening.
Good.
Okay, so it appears there's nothing more to talk to you about.
Madame.
Goodbye and
Okay, so now the last time I did the ending that was supposed to be like making Mirabeau the person who was the one who takes over after so let's see. I was looking through before. There's some hidden achievements. This one is one that I probably should have attempted this time, but I completely forgot about it. So, Lafayette, I could make him do it this time by giving somebody Shield of the Cordeliers, help all the revolutionaries. That might be one of the things, Mr. Necker, I might have needed to do that. Could do Robespierre to make him the consul. If I had left the powder, I could have given him the powder. But at this point, it's just like, who do I want to win? I'm just not completely sure. I mean, kind of like Robespierre better because just his idea is better. So since I don't need you anymore. So maybe I'll give the bonds to Robespierre.
Citoyen,
Madame.
Just to see a different ending.
I have recovered.
Do you intend to entrust?
Yes.
Very well, madame. I promise that I will use it for when a monarch violates the people's most fundamental rights. But we must be wary of warmongers, because all they truly want is...
Oh. Hey, that gives me both.
Goodbye and
got 3 achievements if I'd left the powder, but while I do agree about like the military stuff with the military dude, it's just kind of like, there's a difference between doing stuff like that and just becoming a tyrant completely, which there are literally no side quests left. There's nothing. You know, for coffee,
I feel a new flame burning inside me, a force that compels me to make my way into the heart of the palace. Atenias.
Okay. Coffee it changes from place to place a lot. Some places make really good coffee, some places make terrible coffee. But like one thing that I think is Starbucks coffee is completely overrated. Like just their plain black coffee sucks. Now if you're getting like an Americano is good, but the problem is that it's all super overpriced. And while it is kind of hit and miss, at McDonald's you can get coffee, a large just plain coffee that can be pretty decent for only a couple bucks. Ah, you jumped into it. Take that. Like it only cost me $1.59 for this large coffee that I'm drinking right now. And it's not bad. Now, am I saying that it's like the world's best cup of coffee? Absolutely not.
General de Lafayette told me to go this way to enter the gardens, but how could he have managed to make it out alive?
But yeah, for under $2, it's a pretty good cup of coffee. I have no complaints about it. I win in this shootout. There ain't enough room in this town for the both of us. So I made sure there was only one of us. Drink. How did I miss this item down here? I don't know. Turning up the volume a little bit more on my end, because I do like the peaceful music. I may have missed an item back there, but that's okay. I don't really care all that much. I don't know how that hit me, but okay. Now, I do know I'll have to go and get that because, you know, I'm kind of curious. What if I don't get one of those items? I would probably have to run all the way back through and get it so that I could finish the game. Okay. I might actually look that up because that's a good question to know the answer to. Let's see. Steelrising. Don't collect all at nights. Drags. Okay, once again, it looks like there's no real answer for this question, and I'm not going to waste the time if I have to go all the way back, so I'm just going to grab them. Because after all, this is a fairly lengthy level, and I don't really want to go all the way back. Just out of curiosity to see what happens for that, because let's be real, there's probably it's either going to make you go back and get it, or it's just going to be something like, oh hey, you didn't get these, so you don't wake up Ananias. And if you don't wake her up, then Aegis stays around, but let's be real, that's not a great ending. Aha! I hit first.
Trianon is at the end of this path. I cannot get to it. I'll have to enter the labyrinth.
Yep, and both of these doors go to the same place, and I'll have to come back through here later, so I'm gonna just make my way through. What I am going to be curious about is if I'm going to be able to get enough anima to max out, because apparently the max level is 99. Also, I can't. And now magically it's back. Okay, whatever. I'm done messing with it. It's not that important, at least I don't think so. How it is important it is for anybody to see my face. Ow. No healing. That is the way I need to go, so I need to go back through here, because of course if there's an item I want to grab it just in case. There we go, because at the end I am just going to blow all of my stuff to level up, because since I can't respec, that'll just be the end of this build. And just probably with the game, because I'm probably not going to bother. I might on my own play a little bit of like a dex build, but probably not, because I don't feel like there's any real need to. Just bugging me on OBS because it was like, oh, you still got your webcam highlighted. Lines going across the screen. I thought there was an item back here. Maybe not. Maybe I'm going crazy. After all, it has been over 2 weeks since I last played this game. Too busy watching anime and playing Marvel Rivals and playing ARAM. Started the music to go, oh, fight, and I'm just like, nope, not happening. Great, so I did elemental alchemy last time. Probably just gonna try to max out engineering. Another problem with the webcam could be my computer's lagging a little bit. I probably need to restart it before I stream tomorrow. I have had it on for maybe a week without restarting. No, I restarted it earlier this week. Okay, I think now is when we start getting the queen things. After all, there's people up over there.
Boss,
No,
yeah.
what's such? They would run. I
don't.
Marble courtyard. That one will be the queen.
Something has changed. Gone with the timing to the queen. The force that compelled me to protect her. It's gone. It's been broken.
Shoot out. Okay, now I'm gonna go up this way because I think this is where I have to get the last Adonias one, if I remember right, going through the yard. Yep. Giving me those if I'm gonna upgrade anything at this point. Too bad for you, game. I'm already fully upgraded. I'm just cruising through at this point. Laying on the ground. No wonder I didn't see anything when it swapped over to you. I was like, where in the world was that aim coming from? Trying to go that way. Okay, this annoying stretch. Whoa. Boink. 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 see, there was this item here, yes. No, this isn't cheesing because this is literally the entire point of this weapon. And their entire build's based over just ranged damage, so... While it may be a little bit cheesy, the game gave me this option, and I've just decided to use it this time. Hey, I can already level up again. Just gonna keep on going. Let's see if I recall your, yeah, other side type thing. I was honestly really surprised that these things here never ended up shooting at me. I mean, it's like, well, I guess they don't really have cannons for hands, but what purpose could they serve other than being just a ranged orbital bombardment type thing? Easy. Nope. Okay, fortunately I know there's nothing out in the weeds, at least nothing important, nothing in the shrubbery other than a couple of enemies that I'll have to fight. I think they're just dogs if I remember right, so... is clean. You know what, I might try to do something slightly funny in the last fight. Because I have so many improved explosives. Game. I was gonna say, you're acting as if that's not there. My shotgun is faster. Module key, how useless. Oh. Alright, almost there. It's alright, I know your only option was to close the distance, but it's okay. It was never going to work because I now have shotgun that makes it so... yeah. Alright, open you, and this may be the last one I get to stop at before I get to the end, so let's go ahead and just use all these, use all these, use all these, use all these. All that, and it only gave me a level. Let's see if there's anything else. I mean, I can go through and just sell all of the level 1 stuff that I have, I guess. Although, it's not really going to amount to much of anything. So, we'll just go with this. Oh. And... Improved explosive. We're gonna put you here. Improved flame. We're gonna put you here. Improved frost. We're gonna put you here. And I'm gonna try to beat the final boss with just grenades, because why not? I have a bunch of them. I have 90 of them equipped.
Madame, the estate's...
Okay, that should be the last for the queen, I think. Placement lever.
The courtyard is this way.
Yep.
Someone is expecting me. I can feel it. I must prepare for the worst.
Okie dokie. Lots of stretching. I think there was like one singular item around in here somewhere, maybe? Yeah, a singular item that won't make any difference. Because it's like way too late for that. Alright, I guess we'll watch the ending again, because why not?
Oh, see how the Aegis turns against its master.
You are not my master, tyrant! You never were!
I am quite happy to concede this point, but what about the Count? Have you forgotten that he gave you life and whispered the order that animates you? Look how he runs, the coward! Do you understand what he has in mind? La pauvre enfant, sleeping so sweetly, she won't be dreaming for long now!
Passons! Athenais! Don't move!
The
time has come to set you free, Aegis. This whore's soul has poisoned your cogs for too long. Adieu, sad puppet.
No!
Bonte Divine, I don't want to die.
Athenais. The sun is rising, and you have slept for far too long. The beauty of this world longs for you, just as you long for its light. For you are like the flowers that open in the morning. I know you, mon ami. We loved each other. Vous en souvient-il? You gave me your heart.
I will say, I wonder if...
Let me give you mine today.
Because
Vivez heureuse,
she just let him get away. So I wonder if there's going to be... If they expected to make a second game, because they don't kill him or capture him or say anything about it at the end here. So I wonder if it's supposed to have a second game with him as a villain again, or if it's just something that they let him get away, but he just died, got captured and executed or imprisoned or something.
Monsieur, we have the king. It is now up to us to wield his scepter. In this trying time, crucial decisions must be made without delay.
First and foremost, we must take back Paris.
And how do we do that, mon Dieu? There are automats everywhere, and they are constantly regenerated by their crimes.
My strategy is the only viable solution. Monsieur Laclos' cannonballs filled with vitriol.
And where will we find the means to carry out your plan?
The city of Versailles is full of ateliers and shops. Moreover, as far as we have been able to see, the king's army has barely been deployed there, and it will not be too risky to look around.
Very well. Now, regaining control of Paris depends on our combined efforts.
Mais ensuite, once peace has been restored, what of the kingdom?
This is indeed a crucial issue. Leaving the nation without a government would expose it to the greatest danger.
Worse, it would condemn it to civil war.
Eh bien quoi, monsieur? Can you not govern together?
Unfortunately, the disagreements that divide our assembly run far too deep. That which we can agree is that we have been given a chance to choose the person who shall succeed the tyrant.
I have earned the honor of leading this old nation 100 times over.
Allons, you can't be serious. Do you think we're ready to forgive your disloyal plotting so easily?
I do not forget what I'm accused of, Monsieur de Robespierre, but you must consider my achievements.
We are listening, Monsieur le Marquis.
To begin with, I rescued the Dauphin from his father's clutches and ensured the dynasty's stability. The child will reign as Henri V. We will appoint someone with great wisdom to act as regent until he comes of age. But for now, we will let him mourn his poor mother, whom we regret having been unable to save.
Ah, so I missed a thing.
Fie. The people do not need a crowned puppet.
Yes, they do. Now more than ever before. Once the Assembly has adopted a constitution, the people will welcome a sovereign who will protect it.
A king and a constitution, like oil and water.
Go on, Monsieur le Marquis.
Monsieur, I rest my case.
That is quite the crown of laurels you've woven for yourself, Monsieur le Marquis. But your proven duplicity makes you forever unworthy of holding power.
Then be satisfied, monsieur, for I forswear it.
Excellent.
Cependant, there is one member of this assembly who remains loyal to both the monarchy and to the nation, and whose reputation has not been tarnished. If he agrees to become regent, I pledge to dedicate myself to his service. What do you say, Monsieur de Mirabeau?
Oh, this is unexpected. It would be an
But
honor
I
if
gave the
Court
bonds to the other guy to help
prepared for this.
Allons,
give it to him.
Do you really think anyone will believe that?
Very well, monsieur. Now we must decide. Who among you approves the motion of the Marquis de Lafayette?
Ugh, the frame rate's terrible. What's going on?
The court bows before the Comte de Mirabeau, Regent du Royaume de France.
Louis de
Oh,
Bourbon,
now it's better.
former King of France. In the name of King Henri, fifth of his name, in light of the innumerable crimes of which you have been found guilty, this extraordinary royal court sentences you to the ultimate atonement. The sentence will be carried out on the hour. In its great mercy, the court will now hear your last words.
Nope, now it's back to being laggy.
My loyal subjects, since you must lead a lamb to the altar, since you must offer a sacrifice to this new France that you intend to found, I will be that sacrifice. How dreadful this world is, where beauty is doomed to fade and flesh decays. I found no consolation in this world. I vainly thought I was giving our souls the gift of immortality beyond our mortal bodies. The Grim Reaper was my sworn enemy. Influenced by the most awful of men, I believed that the genius of machinery could overcome death itself.
The lag is... What in the...
Yes, I have lost this fight.
It didn't do this last time, and it showed another cutscene, another part of the cutscene in between that was perfectly fine.
Life, even more than the crown, was heavy for me to bear. I have suffered too long under the thumb of nature, which I despised. As a child, I saw my older brother die. I lost my father in the prime of his life, and then my mother, who was even younger. My beloved daughter did not live a year. As for my son, the first of my heirs, I unknowingly gave him to drink from a poisoned cup. I mourn the death of these poor souls daily. My death will not unite us, of this I am certain. For I, in my misery, have lost the support of my faith. So, Executioner, lay me down on this board, veux-tu? I will sleep now. Sleep at last, and not to dream.
My gosh, this lag is gross. Jeez, the sound and everything, they're not synced up. Game, what have you done? Okay. So apparently I didn't save the queen. That time, I guess I missed something. And whatnot. But, okay, different ending, sort of. I got the achievement for helping what's-his-face, become... Where the heck is it? Suppose I can do this today. Wait, what? Somehow I got this today. Okay, so I guess I didn't get the one where Now I'm just confused. Okay, so I did get this. That's... It's Lafayette. Huh. Maybe I had to do it earlier so that we could do other stuff, because they were talking like there was other things, so that may have been something I just had to do before, and since I put it off until the very, very last second, it was just like, eh. But, oh well, that's it. I mean, that'll be it for this game, at least for streaming wise. It's been fun to play. A little bit clunky. Definitely could use a little bit of polish in some places, I think, but fun nonetheless. So that's gonna be all for this. I haven't decided quite yet on the next game I want to stream, so I'm not gonna start a new game today. What I am gonna do is probably do some Marvel Rivals, so I'm gonna go ahead and swap over to that and go to the bathroom real quick. Yeah, so I'll be back momentarily.